Hi, I'm Ken Brown, and welcome to this edition of Success Tips. This is a bi-weekly teaching that the trainers here at Destiny Global, we want to do for you to encourage you to continue moving forward in your growth and personal development. And today I have the wonderful privilege of talking about a topic that is near and dear to my heart. It's called sowing and reaping. And at one of the recent events, I was actually pulled aside and asked a question. Does this really happen? What you sow, will you reap that? And I got to tell you, in my personal examples in my own life, not going to someone else's life, when I have really put into someone else's life and helped them transform what they've done, I have had people come along in my life totally unexpectedly to come and walk alongside me and help me through some difficult periods, either growing a business, how to raise our children more effectively. I've literally had people sow and into me on the same things that I've helped sow into others on my own experiences and things that I've learned in the past. See, so much of what we do comes from the heart of motivation. So this person had actually asked me further than just, hey, is the law of sowing and reaping good, or is it true? It actually starts with this. Where is your heart at? Are you doing that to manipulate? Dr. April Brown, my wife, beloved wife, and just taught on this not very long ago and talked on manipulation versus motivation. And it really is about the motivation of your heart. What is behind why you're going to go sowing someone? Why are you going to go do that? So is it to really help them improve their life? Is it to help them through that obstacle? So many of us, we enjoy doing that naturally. Many people will walk alongside you. But when things get really, really difficult, going through a divorce in a church, sometimes things get divided, people pick sides. I've seen this time and time again. And to have someone walk beside someone that is really hurting during those times is rare. So my question would be, what is your motivation behind helping someone? To really help them improve their life? Or are you going to do that to get something back? Because see, when you have a pure heart, when you're going after just to help people, people will inherently want to help you. They want to walk with you during troubled times, and they'll want to walk on the mountaintops with you through life as well. And the good news is the more that you sow into other people, the more good will come back to you because you actually begin to attract people that are successful. I've seen this in my own life. If you look at our group of friends that we're with today, every one of them are successful in one way or another. Whether it's successful in raising their family to be wonderful, amazing humans, giving back to others in their community, helping other people grow their businesses, or growing their own businesses to be amazingly successful. You'll see that all around us. And in this community, many of you that I'm talking to know this is true. The more that you help people succeed from a pure heart, the more you're going to get returned to you. It is, by the way, a promise that is given us in the greatest book that's ever written. The more that you help people, the more success will come back to you. Now, it may not always be in exactly the same way or shape, but if you're doing it with an expectation of someone doing something back for you, I want to caution you to not even enter into sowing for someone if you have a deep desire to get something in return for them. So the greatest book written has something specific to say when you try to manipulate someone. It actually says that you have an unjust scales, that you are trying to do something to get self-gain. That is manipulation. You're doing something to get something in return instead of helping someone out of a pure heart. How would you like it if someone came to you and wanted to help you, but you knew that they wanted to take something from you in return? They had something of great value they wanted in return from you. You have to know the heart of motives of other people that are helping you as well. And it's okay to ask a question. When April and I first moved down here and we were going to do some work for Danny and Hans at KRF with the website and redoing that for the fundraising at KRF, the question they asked is, why would you do this? They wanted to know the motivation behind our hearts to know if we had expectation. Was this just to get close to them? What was this for? And it was just because we had the skill and ability in the team to be able to do it. And we wanted to bless an organization that gave 100%, By the way, that's what KRF does. 100% of what you give goes directly to those in need. It does not build buildings. It does not pay corporate staff. It does not put people in corporate jets, if you get what I'm saying. The fact is, it goes 100% to who we give it to. So our motive was to give to that because we believed in the cause. So often, we don't give out of a pure heart. And we cause ourselves to actually stumble because when that person doesn't return to you what you gave, then you become bitter. You become angry. You become upset. And you actually start questioning, well, this isn't true. Challenge your motive of why you're doing something. And if it's of a pure heart, then you go for it and give everything you have. Go help people around you. Go help at the community center. Go help at the school. Go help your neighbor do their lawn. Whatever it might be, do it with the intention that you're doing it to get nothing in return. And watch what happens to your life. You're going to watch great things happen because people begin to talk about you, and a good name is worth more than silver and gold. You will be the person people look for to when they have something of an opportunity to come up. They'll be thinking of you. You will come to their mind. When you do good things for other people, you will be shocked at what comes out of it. I've seen this in my own life. I've seen it in many of our close friends' lives around us. So I challenge you this day. Think about why you're doing what you do for other people. Think about it. And with a pure heart, go out and help someone around you. And begin to watch over time. Now, there are seasons. There are seasons where you're going to go plant. You're going to be sowing, and it seems like nothing is happening. But over time, watch as someone comes behind you and waters. And the next thing you know, the sprouts take effect. And the next thing you know, it's beginning to grow. And the fruit of your labor begins to come forth. And when that happens, it is a most amazing feeling to know. I can tell you, almost every business that I've helped grow, I can remember the specific time when they would call and say, you won't believe what's happened. You see, pureness in heart brings joy. It brings inner joy. It brings peace. It brings favor. It brings so many things to your life. The other thing is, it's just good to help people, isn't it? So my challenge for you is, help someone around you. Figure out how you can do that, right? You have talents and skills, and it doesn't have to be big things. Sometimes it could be, but it could be the smallest of things that you begin to sow into someone else. A neighbor who's disabled, someone who can't do something for themselves. That brings such joy, knowing that you're going to get nothing in return, but you're doing it with a pure heart to help someone else because you know it's the right thing to do. So let's go out and become people that other people want to follow and become, and continue what this community does to give to other people to help them change their life. Thank you for joining this edition of Success Tips.